Hello to all the Aries out there. Thank you so much if you decided to join me. This is going to be your August monthly overview reading. That's a general message. So the way I do these readings for the monthly overview is we go ahead and pull 3 rows. Your top row is going to be your basically what you're feeling and thinking in the month of August on that conscious level, and then the middle row is your subconscious level, what you may or may not be aware of, and then we tie it together with how that's manifesting, how those two come together and are manifesting into what you're bringing into your reality, into the 3D world. So with this first card right out the gate, we have the High Priest, High Priestess card. So definitely using your intuition on some things, using your inner wisdom when it comes to some aspect of your life. We're going to have to get the clarification cards out here to see what that is. We have the 6 of Swords. With the Death card. So definitely it looks like putting an end and moving on from a situation of some kind, Aries. I think your inner wisdom, your intuition has told you it's time to move on from a situation, to put something to bed, put something to rest, because it's caused you some pain. Got the 3 of Swords there on that back end. So something's caused you a heck of a lot of pain, and so you're ready to put that to rest. Then we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and pull the emoji card. I like to pull those. See what we get as far as. So yeah, this situation has caused you some sadness for sure. That, you know, that's reflecting on that 3 of Swords, that heartbreak, that pain. Something just broke your heart. And this doesn't have to necessarily be in a relationship context by any means whatsoever. So you're going to have to take this as it resonates. What it could be, you know, it could be definitely a job that has broken your heart in some way where you realize you have to move on from it. You may have to leave. You know, it's just a situation in your life where you're done with the way you're being treated in the situation, and you're ready to put an end to it, and you're ready to move on to somewhere new. And so now we're going to go ahead and look at your subconscious on this subconscious level. And so with this DNA card, I really feel like this is an activation that you maybe have gone through a spiritual awakening, especially with this High Priestess here, or High Priest, High Priestess card, that you've had an awakening of some kind in your life. Something's been activated to make you, you know, really realize that it's time to move on from this situation, whatever it may be in your life. It's definitely told you that it's time to move on. And we have the 8 of Cups. There's moving on again with the 10 of Wands, which is a difficult situation. So this is what is in your soul, your subconscious. You know, what you really may not be aware of. This is kind of tapping into, you know, when you use that, you know, when you stand up as that High Priest, High Priestess, that's tapping into that inner guidance system. And that's tapping into your subconscious and what you're feeling at that deeper subconscious level. So, you know, you have the 4 of Wands. So this is around something that was your stability, you know, in your mind's eye was something that represented stability to you, your values, or your stability, some form of stability in your life. But it was such a hard weight to carry. It was so burdensome. It got to be too much. It got to a breaking point. And because it got to this breaking point, you realized that you were going to have to set down the cups and walk away. You realized that you needed to put an end to this and move on. It was time to move on. So then we're going to go ahead and wrap this up and see what is in your in the 3D reality, how this is playing out. I think we've kind of figured that out, how this is playing out. It's kind of already, the message is already kind of there. So goblins. So I really get with this goblins card, and I don't know if these are all getting on the I may have to move these up a little bit to make sure this is all on the video. Let's see. I think that is on there. Nope, I need to move it up a little bit more. So, okay. So we have the 5, which is goblins, and 5s can represent change. They also a lot of times are conflicts, cards of conflicts, or a disruption of a type. Can be mental or external conflict. And especially with this goblins card, I really feel like, there was something that through, there may have been people or a situation around you that was deceptive in a way. I'm almost getting a little bit of, kind of that 7 of Swords energy, a little bit of kind of a deception with these goblins. I'm thinking gremlins, something that kind of like wanted to be mischievous or cause some kind of harm or trouble in your life. How like you think about goblins getting, kind of causing trouble. And that's what I really get, especially with this being a 5, is like that causing something, like there might have been somebody in your life or a situation in your life that was just causing you all kinds of trouble and like just frustrating you, causing this burden to no end, and you just got really fed up and decided to walk away, Aries. Turn your back on it, walk away, move on, because your intuition was telling you it's time to move on, and you decided you're in the month of August, you will be moving on from something. And like I said, this can be any aspect in your life. You're going to have to figure out what it is you're setting down and moving on from. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is the new beginning, looking at, because this is, like I said, this last row is kind of what you're manifesting into your reality based on these first 2 rows. This is what's you're manifesting. So you're manifesting, something that's going to bring you a lot of joy and happiness and a new beginning. And you're using your intuition to tie, we're tying this up from the beginning to the end, where we're tying this up with the Hierophant coming out, which is the card that you started out with. So that's tying this reading all together really nicely to say, your intuition is on point, that it's time to have this, to have press that restart and have this new beginning, because it was something to do with your stability that was causing this issue for you. And you realized that, this wasn't your stability because it was too much of a burden. It really, what you thought was your stability really isn't your stability. And you realized that by using your intuition, and realized you had to move on to have this new beginning, to actually get the stability that you're really wanting, that you're really desiring in your soul. So now you're getting ready to embark on that journey, or will be in the month of August. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 final cards from the universe to see if there's anything else that they want to bring up as a final message to you, Aries. So we have the 3 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups again. So I think that this is just you trying to set your intention as far as what direction to move towards something that is going to be meaningful to you, is what I think this is saying. That, as the month of August progresses, you're going to start, weighing up what really is, what is this mean for you? What do you love? What do you have emotions toward? What has meaning for you in your life? I'm getting definitely like meaning. What has meaning for you off of this Queen of Cups? What is going to bring you that happiness and bring meaning to your life? And this is that 2 of Pentacles, is you're weighing up, and examining and weighing up, what that is for you, and then you're going to set your intention on moving toward that, and so this is going to be, this month of August for you is really letting go of something and starting to begin the journey of setting your intention towards something new on the horizon. I really get, this is on the horizon. I also am feeling off of this card that there may be travel for you ahead, Aries. I'm really embarking on a journey here, getting ready to embark on a journey. So you may be traveling or preparing preparing for a trip, or planning a trip in the month of August. It may not actually occur in the month of August, because I get this as more of a planning a trip, or moving somewhere possibly as well. So just want to put that out there as well. Now, to wrap this up, Aries, we're going to pull an oracle card, a final oracle card from the Secret Language of Light, and see what we have. For you, we have authentic truth. And I'm going to read the message out of the book for these, because I can't do the messages justice. And I love how these are tying all together. So this number 4, authentic truth, it talks about discover your truth and let others find theirs. The truth will set you free. And I think that you found this, Aries. Like I said, you're putting an end to something. You're moving on and putting an end to something, and that's really relevant with your reading. So you've realized your truth, and you're letting that truth set you free. So long as you recognize there is more than one truth, and that the answers you seek exist beyond the beliefs that you currently hold. There are many truths in this world. You don't have to believe them all. Just focus on what resonates with you. If you must convince yourself of your beliefs, they are not your truth. Your truth will always fulfill and satisfy. It is unconditional, meaning conditions don't have to change for your life, for you to live your life and feel your truth. There's no right or wrong. There's only cause and effect, or action and reaction. Master yourself, not someone else's processes. When you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. To do this, you must be aware of how you feel and practice focusing on what makes your heart sing. And we've talked about that. This is kind of what you're doing. You're putting this into reality. So this is, you are stepping into your authentic truth, and it makes so much sense with your reading here, Aries. Amazing, so amazing. I love how these cards have been really tying into the messages. I'm glad I decided to add them, even though I know I am not a fan necessarily of reading out of the book, but I think that you get more of the information that way, and you really get to see how these cards are tying in with the message that reveals itself on the table here. So that's what I have for you, Aries. If you enjoyed this message and it feels like it's resonating with you, I would enjoy, if you would hit that like button for me and let me know that it does resonate. This message is indeed resonating for you. That also helps you share your energy with me, so I can pick up on it on future readings. I'd also absolutely love to have you join my channel. So if you would like to join me, I do a few different readings each and every week, and then I do these once a month. So if you did enjoy this and you resonated, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel and join me. I thank you so very, very much, Aries. Thank you for taking the time to join me. I wish you the very best throughout this month of August. Joy, love, and light.